Dylan have set the world alight, but let's have a little look how they get into this first hard point. On board with Dylan on the sticks to begin with. He's about to go for the grapple. Oh, he actually holds off. Now he's going to go for it. Now they're going to try and break. They go straight through. Dylan gets one, looks for it, eventually goes down. And it is a big trade going out. It's just Trey left alive on the side of FaZe Clan. Down they go. Resiprocity take first blood.
Really nice break off the back of Wuskin with the ICR. And it is one of those maps where hill number one really can be locked down for a decent amount of time. The problem for Resiprocity is they don't necessarily have window control yet. And the ICRs will lock this one down. It was a nice clean break at the start, but here come the rest of FaZe. Zero and a C marker to break through. Scraps does find one. Dylan is that ever-present menace for Resiprocity. Wuskin finds two, though, and that will break the push from FaZe. Resiprocity should be able to pick up this final 15. FaZe are on the rotation, though, for P number 2 and have a nice setup.
Well, Wuskin is left alive, and you saw a little bit of flank trying to come in here, but FaZe Clan have set up very, very nicely for it. And we have to keep an eye on Wuskin. He's so close to streaks.
That's why they're playing this one slowly. They know how important streaks can be on this map. It's a two-man push over towards Elbow. Scraps is going to get him just off that one, so Resiprocity now going to have to start to engage. Dylan finds one onto Zuma. The trade comes in from Dens. It just seems to be 1v1. Trades aren't good enough at this point if you're Resiprocity because of how close FaZe are spawning. Zero locking this one down with the ICR. Alex trying his best to go against it. Here comes the flurry of kills, but Zero and ever present there for FaZe Clan inside the hill has just about held them up for long enough, and they should be able to keep a hold of this one. Bryce, they are going to get the kills and will lock down this hill.
Yeah, they were unfortunately not to get that last play. That FaZe Clan player disrupted them massively, and Resiprocity just couldn't push it, and now they're going to have to cut and run. Go for this rotation, try to lock it down. FaZe Clan will be in the lead, but it's not an awful lot at this point in the game. This all comes down to this next break, and we're on board with the seam. I'm looking to see if he can get around the back. Unfortunately, there's a player that's going to see him as well. Dylan just shuts him down.
Nice transition by Resiprocity. We can see that they have spread out quite nicely. Denz and Wuskin very, very high pushed up towards office, but Zuma is the one that might have slipped the net here. And that's why you can see the rest of FaZe waiting. The push will come in just a second. Zed is going to find Scraps in the middle, though. He was making a push through lobby. Here come the rest of FaZe. They may have slipped the net. Zuma has. Only finds one, though. Resiprocity should be able to deal with that. Big fight going over towards office, though. And for FaZe Clan, you haven't got much further than this, and Resiprocity are locking down free time here, completely uncontested. Eventually the kills come in. Resiprocity now having to defend deep.
Sim looking to go into it. He knows a few players are going to be by lobby. Gets that free fire going into the trophy system as well. Not able to get that second kill. And now both teams just fighting in and around Statue. It's going to be a rotation any second now. FaZe Clan actually have the better position for it. And not only that, but they're making all the kills.
They're making all the kills. They may get the scrap here as well, but Resiprocity, it's absolutely job done in that situation. You keep FaZe Clan away from that for pretty much 35 seconds just from your positioning alone. They couldn't get rid of them in and around office, but we do move over towards guns. It's a 30-point lead for Resiprocity. Looking across the board, Specialist going to start coming into it. Asim the closest one. Waiting with his teammates. It's a four-man stack for Resiprocity. Here they go. Scraps is going to find the first one onto Alex. The rest of Resiprocity not quite there yet. Here they go though. Dylan over the top. Can they find anything here? Two coming in. Wuskin finds one as well. They should be able to break on through. Rest of FaZe pushing through mid, but Resiprocity are flooding the hill. Celium is there behind them all and will find two. Resiprocity are in the hill. FaZe are in a good spot to break back, but Zed finds two and answer back.
Yeah, that should be a little bit of a lock now for Resiprocity. It's going to be difficult for FaZe Clan to get the numbers into here. Unless he gets some big plans in a sim. Does get three, and Low breaks it straight open. And Zero says, thank you very much, teammate. I'll come in and help you take this hard point. How on earth did the sim get three?
And he just pretty much opens it up for FaZe there. Seems going to find another three. One of his teammates finds the fourth as well. Taking down Dens, and he's had a really good start to this map at 15-9, but right now, it's irrelevant. Resiprocity are in the lead just basically due to their rotations. Wuskin having a good game at 12-6 here. Scraps on the other side of the twin game is 6-10. He can step it up, and we feel like FaZe Clan should be back into this game. Right now, though, Resiprocity in the driving seat. Dylan and Zed combining well, but they haven't got control of these back spawns. They're getting pinched in here as well. Zero trying his best to stay alive on the outside. Asim is there to help him as well. This is perfect hardpoint play. That's Wuskin with a Tempest out. He's going to go down. Asim breaks it wide open. FaZe Clan break the hill.
And this is still a tight game, Ton. It's 99-83, and neither team really able to lock this one out at all. Team trying to do even more work, just continuing to play at 1,000 miles an hour as he looks for Zed. Zed gets away. Rotation inbound. Right now, FaZe Clan in control of it. They've got the scrap time as well, so they will go into the lead as we go into this next set of rotations. And it's on Resiprocity to break. Alex gets one. Seam is waiting. like a snake in the grass. He's going to wait for that player. Look at that, wait, so patient, knows exactly how to play it, and that just continues. Oh, Zed actually ends up getting two. I was about to say, you know, Faze should have had that control going through, but Zed making a big two-piece makes it a little bit more contested.
Yeah, Zed's just going to slow that down. The rest of Resiprocity now coming in through window. Dylan gonna get gunned by Scraps though. Faze trying to set up for a big points haul here. Zed with the war machine though. Does he choose to invest it now? Having to check all corners. It's such a hard hill to break. He's going to spot Scraps with Zuma running into his gunfight. He's actually going to have Dylan by his side. The push coming in now. Asim finds three again. He's been a constant thorn in the side of Resiprocity every single time. We've just started the second rotation. He's 23 and 11. Asim has nearly found his second Grand Slam. And we talk about Dylan being the player, the talisman for Resiprocity. On the other side of things, the SMG player for Faze is Asim, and he is causing all sorts of problems for Rec.
Oh my goodness, managed to get that shot punch. I don't even see the player on his screen. Still manages to lock it down. And Faze Clan off the back of that are in control of this next rotation. You can see Alex right towards the back. Can he make a big play? His teammates are spawning there as well. So this is big for Resiprocity. Can they lock this one down? But Trey Morris says, no, thank you very much. Gonna have to try a little bit harder to get past me this time.
This time around, Resiprocity are at the back. They have got the spawns, and that's gonna make Zero's job very, very difficult. Team trying to get there as quickly as possible using the grapple to do so, and that's going to be a wipe for Resiprocity. Much better from them on this hill. Last time around, we've seen Zero pretty much lock this one down, and he's been a big reason as to why Faze find themselves 70 points ahead. He's just been doing quiet work, finding important kills, keeping Rec away from hills. 16 and 10 out of him with an ICR, and Arsenal, that's very much expected to have that sort of performance. The other side of things, you look at Denz at 8 and 14. Maybe he needs to step up his AR game to get Resiprocity back into this game, but they are going to get the scrap. Here's our now set up for this third hill though. Asim going to just try and disrupt, try and run around and cause problems to Resiprocity's push. And last time around, Rec kept Faze away from this hill for so long. Can Faze do the same this time around?
Well, Faze still in the driving seat, so it wouldn't go against me to do so, and they've got to get Scraps and Denz. Denz is out, still taking control away from them. They've really got to shut him down before they can. Asim does have a grab slam though. Dylan's just used his and didn't get anything for it. Can Asim do any better? Looks like he might end up trying to push lobby or backstairs with it. But right now, his teammates are just getting all the kills. He doesn't have to. Turns out he just needs the Sorg to go backstairs. Tag 5 now comes in and he has the grab slam in hand. And he may actually ask Zuma here to bait out for him. He says, if a big push comes in, let me know. I'll try and use the grab slam. Doesn't actually need to. With only 16 seconds left, he ends up going down. Rotation is about a hit for both of these two teams. Resiprocity aren't going to be the first team there. But will it count? Because specialists are now in place. Scraps is going to have his. We've already seen Resiprocity use their war machine.
Yeah, this is a really good spot for Faze. Look at the specialists that they have as well. They should be able to lock this one down. Dylan needs to start going off for Rec. They do win the rotational battle, allow Faze to have the scrap. But Faze have all the time in the world. They're going to work on the back of Asim and Zero and Scraps. Using their specialists, but Dylan is just locking down window. That's 3 kills in a row for him with the Sorg. Had a quiet game here so far, but if he can start to heat up, we know what Rec can do. Faze struggling to break through right now though, Brycey. Resiprocity making good time.
Dylan doing everything the Resiprocity fans want him to do right now. Eventually, Scraps takes him on and takes him down. And a little bit of a window for them to break in here. Zed tries to get out of it, looking for this gunfight as well. He's got a sim, he does manage to get it. Zedenia doing fantastic work, but Faze Clan are now in control. Dylan's going to have to try and make a hard break. Sees one player as well, goes for that challenge. Somehow Trey gets away. Zero dips out of there. And now they're going to have to go for this rotation. But Faze Clan are on the cusp of winning.
Yeah, they're going to be within a point here. We need to keep an eye on Asim on this transition because you feel like the break that will come in could just be with the grab slam. He wins a kill towards the back as well. Zed's going to have to push. It's not going to be enough. Faze Clan are dominant.